Ferrari is back in the spotlight of the Formula One world after a major drama involving Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. The situation escalated after a shocking statement was made, sparking widespread speculation among fans and racing analysts. With Hamilton's arrival at the Prancing Horse team, many are wondering how the relationship between the two drivers will develop, especially considering their respective ambitions on the track. Will Ferrari be able to maintain harmony within the team, or will this internal rivalry be a new challenge for them? Let's take a closer look. Charles Leclerc has been the mainstay of Ferrari since he joined the legendary Italian team in 2019. In recent years, he has shown extraordinary talent and has become the center of attention in Ferrari's long-term project. Although Leclerc's journey at Ferrari has not always been smooth and full of challenges, the team has gradually built its squad around him. The trust placed in him has grown and he is seen as the driver who will bring Ferrari back to the pinnacle of glory. However, the arrival of Lewis Hamilton at Ferrari next season presents Leclerc with the biggest challenge since he first donned the distinctive red of the Prancing Horse. Hamilton is not just another driver. He is one of the most influential figures in Formula One history, with a collection of 7 World Championship titles won during more than a decade of dominance. His experience, race management expertise, and ability to perform under pressure make him a highly respected figure on the track. Leclerc, on the other hand, is a talented young star full of ambition. He has long dreamed of restoring Ferrari's glory and returning the team to its golden era. The presence of 2 high-profile drivers in one team can be an extraordinary weapon for Ferrari in the fight for the championship, but it can also be a source of unwanted conflict if not managed properly. Piero Ferrari, son of Ferrari founder Enzo Ferrari, also spoke about the team's decision to hire Hamilton. He emphasized that the move will bring many benefits to the team as a whole, especially with Hamilton's experience and winning mentality. However, he also admitted that managing 2 great drivers in one team will not be easy. I am convinced that the rivalry between Hamilton and Leclerc will be a great boost for Ferrari. They are both great drivers and a healthy competition between them will make the team stronger. This kind of internal competition often pushes each individual to perform at their best and ultimately benefits Ferrari as a whole, said Piero Ferrari. However, history has shown that a rivalry between 2 riders on the same team can be a double-edged sword. When 2 drivers are fighting to be the best in a team, the competition can turn into a tension that is difficult to control. Mercedes experienced a similar situation when Hamilton had to share a garage with Nico Rosberg in the 2014 to 2016 period. The initially friendly relationship between the two turned into a fierce rivalry, culminating in controversial incidents on the track. This internal tension reached its peak in the 2016 season, when Rosberg finally managed to win the world title, but then chose to retire just days after achieving his goal. Ferrari certainly do not want to repeat the mistakes made by Mercedes. They will have to manage the internal dynamics between Hamilton and Leclerc very carefully so that the rivalry between them remains under control and has a positive impact on the team, not the opposite. If Ferrari can manage this situation well, they have the potential to have one of the strongest driver pairings in modern F1 history, which could return them to the pinnacle of glory. On the other hand, if this rivalry is not managed well, Ferrari could find itself in an internal conflict that will actually harm their big ambitions in the coming seasons. After announcing his move to Ferrari, Lewis Hamilton immediately began the process of adapting to his new environment. This change includes not only the technical aspects of driving a Ferrari car, but also understanding the team dynamics, work culture and strategies implemented by the Italian team. As a first step, Hamilton immediately took to the track for a test session at the Barcelona circuit. However, the session did not go as smoothly as expected. A major challenge came when Hamilton crashed at turn 12 due to a small bump on the track that disturbed the stability of his car. As a result, the Ferrari he was driving lost control and hit the barrier at high speed, reaching 124 miles per hour. This incident disrupted the test session and forced the Ferrari team to conduct a thorough evaluation of the car's characteristics and safety aspects on the track. Despite the serious incident, Hamilton remained optimistic about his chances with Ferrari. He did not see the accident as a major setback, but rather as part of the learning process of understanding the characteristics of his new car. He enthusiastically gave constructive feedback to the Ferrari engineers, highlighting the significant differences between the Ferrari car and the Mercedes car he had driven for so long. One of the main aspects he highlighted was the braking system, which felt very different and took longer to get used to. However, Hamilton remains confident that Ferrari has great potential to compete at the top of the standings this season. This car has got a lot of incredible potential. I just have to adjust some aspects of my driving style, especially in terms of braking and weight distribution, he said. For him, any change requires a process, and he is ready to tackle this challenge with a mature and professional approach. To speed up Hamilton's adaptation process, Ferrari did not remain silent. They provided full support by preparing additional testing sessions to help him better understand the characteristics of the car he will be using throughout the season. In addition, the team also held intensive simulations and practice sessions with technicians and chief engineers to ensure that Hamilton truly understands Ferrari's racing philosophy, which has a different approach compared to Mercedes. In an effort to achieve optimal results, Ferrari also focused on aspects of communication and team strategy to help Hamilton quickly adapt to the new work rhythm. With a close working relationship between Hamilton and the Ferrari team, there are high hopes that the world champion will be able to return Ferrari to the glory days of Formula One racing. Meanwhile, Charles Leclerc welcomed Hamilton's arrival with a positive attitude, but also realized that it would be a big challenge for him. Leclerc has been Ferrari's leader for the past few years, but with Hamilton's arrival, he will have to face even tougher internal competition than before. Leclerc is no stranger to having a tough teammate. He previously shared the garage with Sebastian Vettel, a four-time world champion, for the 2019-20 season. At the time, however, Vettel was in the twilight of his career and no longer posed much of a threat to Leclerc. Hamilton is different. He is still in top form and remains one of the best drivers on the grid. I have a lot of respect for Lewis. He is one of the best drivers in the history of F1. I know it will be a big challenge for me, but I am ready to face it, said Leclerc. Leclerc also knows that he needs to improve his skills in order to remain Ferrari's main driver. One area he is focusing on is consistency in racing and tire management, which has been one of Ferrari's weaknesses. With two talented drivers on the team, Ferrari faces a tough task in maintaining internal balance. The team must ensure that the competition between them remains healthy and does not lead to conflicts that could harm the team. Ferrari team principal Fred Vasseur has emphasized that there will be no main driver status within the team and that both drivers will be treated equally. We will give Lewis and Charles the same treatment. They both have the same opportunity to compete on the track, but we also expect them to work together for the good of the team, said Vasseur. However, this decision could be a double-edged sword. If Ferrari has a car that is competitive enough to challenge for the world title, there is likely to be tension between Hamilton and Leclerc. If not handled well, this could lead to internal conflict that is detrimental to the team. With Hamilton's arrival, Ferrari is hoping to become a serious contender again. The team has shown improvement in recent seasons, but still lags behind the dominance of Red Bull and Max Verstappen. If Ferrari can develop a competitive car in 2025, the Hamilton-Leclerc rivalry could be one of the biggest stories of the season. The question is, who will emerge victorious from this internal battle? Will Hamilton be able to win his 8th title with Ferrari, or will Leclerc prove that he is the future of the team? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, the 2025 season will be one of the most exciting in F1 history. With the combination of Hamilton's experience and Leclerc's youthful enthusiasm, Ferrari has a great chance of returning to the pinnacle of its glory. However, they will also need to manage the rivalry between the two drivers carefully, lest it turn into a conflict that is detrimental to the team. What do you think? Can Hamilton beat Leclerc in Ferrari's internal rivalry? Or will Leclerc prove himself as Ferrari's main driver? Let's see how this drama plays out in the 2025 season. Let us know your opinion in the comments.